You're overgiving without boundaries. And the moment you see that, everything changes. Because awareness without action keeps you stuck. Lately, I've been having conversations with people who look completely fine on the outside. They're showing up, smiling, handling life. But underneath all of that, there is something heavy. And what's been really hard to witness is how many of them are suffering in silence. Not because they don't feel it, but because they know how to put it. They don't know how to put it into words. They feel used, but they question themselves. They feel neglected, but they stay understanding. They feel unseen, but they keep showing up. And I've seen this a lot, especially in women. Women who have been taught to hold everything together, to be patient, and to keep giving even when it hurts. And it brings me to something very uncomfortable. Some people don't love you. They love how accessible you are. They love that you're always there, always understanding, always available. But only when it suits them. And the hardest truth, you saw it, you felt it, but you still stayed. And before we go any deeper, I would like to read a small disclaimer. This content is not to blame anyone, not parents, not partners. This is about awareness and education only. Because many of these patterns are learned, passed down, and repeated without even realizing it. And the goal here is not guilt, it's growth. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Inner Bloom Journey podcast. I'm your host, Salma. I'm a mindset and relationship breakthrough certified life coach from J. Shetty Certification School. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you guys are tuning in from. So now let's go get your favorite beverage, maybe a snack, and let's unpack this together. If you're in your 30s to mid-40s, and if you have ever felt like you're only valued when it's convenient for someone else, this conversation is for you. Now let's dive deeper and let's jump in. Because this just doesn't affect you. It affects what's being modeled around you. When children grow up in environments where love feels inconsistent, when one partner is emotionally or physically absent all the time, where attention comes and goes, they don't always understand it logically, but they feel it. They start learning things like, love is unpredictable. I have to earn attention. I have to wait to be chosen. I shouldn't ask for too much. And that stays, not just in childhood, but into adulthood. They grow up, and without realizing it, they tolerate the same patterns. They become the overgiver, the one who waits, the one who holds on to just enough. Because it feels familiar, not healthy, just familiar. And this is why this matters so much. Because what you tolerate doesn't just affect you. It shapes what gets normalized for the next generation. But here's the empowering part. Awareness breaks patterns. The moment you recognize this, you have the power to do something different, to model, to model, to model consistency, self-respect, emotional presence, healthy boundaries. So this isn't about being perfect. It's about being conscious. It's about not overextending yourself, not accepting half effort, not teaching others that your presence is always available no matter how they show up. Because what you allow repeatedly becomes what people expect from you. So ask yourself, what am I normalizing in my relationships that I wouldn't want my child to experience? And if I don't have children, what part of me is still responding from the child who learned this pattern? Because this isn't just about them showing up when it's convenient. It's about you no longer abandoning yourself to keep that connection. And here's the shift. You're not being used. You're overgiving without boundaries. And the moment you see that, everything changes. Because awareness without action keeps you stuck. So let's make this practical. Pay attention to patterns, not promises. Stop focusing on what they say. Start watching what they consistently do. Consistency tells you everything words try to hide. Stop responding immediately. You don't need to be available every time they decide to show up. Create space, because space reveals intention. Match energy. Don't overcompensate. If you give 20%, stop. If they give 20%, stop giving 100%. Not out of ego, but out of self-respect. Set emotional boundaries without over-explaining. You don't need a long explanation for why you're stepping back. A simple shift in your behavior is enough. Get comfortable with discomfort, because the hardest part isn't changing the pattern. It's sitting with the feeling of not overgiving anymore. That silence, that space, that's where your growth begins. And here's something most people don't realize. When you stop being convenient, some people won't step up. They'll fall off. And that's not rejection. That's clarity. So ask yourself, where am I confusing attention with intention? Where am I showing up fully for people who only show up halfway? And if I pulled back today, what would still me? Who would still meet me there? Because you deserve more than attention. You deserve intention. And the moment you stop being convenient for others, you don't just protect your energy. You retrain people how to treat you. And the ones who truly value you, won't disappear. They'll adjust. If this resonated with you, don't ignore it. This is the kind of awareness that changes everything. Subscribe to this channel and walk this journey with me. Because here, we talk about the things most people avoid. The uncomfortable truths, the silent patterns, the realities many people feel but don't know how to express. All with one intention, just to bring awareness to those who need it the most. I thank you all for watching. Take great care of yourselves and your loved ones. I'll see you guys next week with another topic that's necessary. I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Please subscribe to my channel and walk this journey with me. Stay safe. Take great care of yourselves and your loved ones, and of course your heart. Take care. I'll see you guys next week, and have a wonderful week. Love you all. Thank you so much.